What is up, everybody? Today's video is going to be one of the more excited tier lists, the one that people have been talking about, and that's down tilt. We're doing a down tilt tier list today because I've been doing some of the mediocre moves before. Sorry, I'm putting my controller down. One of the best moves overall in the game are people's down tilts. So let's get into it. Again, order in the tier, not super important. And of course, let me know down in the comments who you want me to go over next. Again, I normally post these with polls for the next one, so you can go there. And also, while you're going there and scrolling across the screen and stuff, don't forget to go down and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Again, these come out every week. I'm making other content as well. Stick around, you'll enjoy some stuff. Let's go random order. I'm just gonna click one. King K. Rool. Honestly, one of the worst down tilts in the game. Again, there are very few trash down tilts in my opinion. K. Rool's pretty good. It buries people, which is good, but it's hard to hit. It does 2-frame, which is broken, honestly. Like, that would be almost putting it in pretty good, because you can combo that into a lot of moves, and other characters would do that too. Obviously, if you had a setup to start burying people, that would be great. K. Rool generally doesn't. It's mostly like a hard read and neutral, and it's not super fast. It's usable, but it's not like, wow, it's so scary. Ridley's down tilt's pretty good. It sends at a really good angle, it's fast, it's huge. The only problem is it doesn't have a ton of hit stun, which is why it's not busted. If it had more hit stun, then it would be easier to combo and stuff, but like down tilt up smash doesn't work, down tilt into most moves doesn't work, honestly, especially if the characters didn't have giant moves like forward air and nair, which Ridley does. It's a good poking down tilt that puts your opponent immediately in disadvantage, and you can combo it. It's a standard down tilt, but it's huge. Down tilt for Samus is okay. It kills, and at 2 frames, which is good. Otherwise, it's not super great. It's fast, but it doesn't combo into anything. It has way too much lag. It's very unsafe on shield. So it's basically, you only want to use this move if you are guaranteed to hit it, or there's no way that your opponent can hit you for it, which is literally just trying to 2-frame them. Granted, it kills at 150 or 160, which is very good, but that's not good enough considering how many down tilts in this game are absolutely, like, insane. Speaking of the first insane down tilt, Banjo's down tilt. Moves broken. It is one of the best 2-framing moves in the entire game because it sends at such a nothing angle. It lowers you, and so this move, if you don't have a great recovery, would just constantly make people have to recover over and over again until they can't, and then they get edge guarded for free. It's so insane. Any character would want this. Obviously, if down tilt is like your main combo tool, then maybe not, but if you don't have that, or if you don't want that, or you don't need it, this down tilt's amazing. I would love as so many characters to just be like, oh, you're off stage. It lingers in 2 frames over and over and over again. It's basically a better Mario dash attack. I think Villager's down tilt is just a worse version of Samus's down tilt because it's weaker. It still doesn't combo. It's still unsafe on shield, I think. Yeah, -17, -18, that's like shield grabbable by every character. It's like big, which is cool, I guess, but again, Samus' down tilt, same thing, but faster, because it's frame 9, Samus is frame like 6. It's not a terrible move. I don't think any of these down tilts are terrible moves, except for like 1 or 2 of them, but I just think it's a worse version of Samus's, and if Samus's is here, then that means Villager's here. But a down tilt that is potentially worse. Puffs. I think Puff's worst move is down tilt. It doesn't 2-frame, it sends at a bad angle and it's pretty strong, but there's almost no reason to use this move over other moves in most people's kit. Unless you have a really bad kit, I feel like there's no reason to want to use this. You can use F-tilts over it, you can use grabs over it, you can use aerials over it, because it's not even particularly fast. But yeah, it's 10 frames. Like, that's slow. That's most like jump fairs. Like, if you have a 7-frame fair, that's as fast as down tilt. And again, it's really small, it doesn't really do that much. I feel like no character would want this. Basically at all, except for one character, and that one character, who maybe is the only character in trash tier, is Robin. There's no 11 version of this move. It is a weak version of Puff's down tilt, because Puff's is frame 10 -10. Robin's, it's frame 7 -8. -8's still pretty bad. It's also still small and doesn't even have a good use. It doesn't combo into dash attack. It doesn't edge guard. It doesn't put people into edge guarding positions because it's so slow. Like, this move is just not good, and I don't know what characters would want it. It's basically just a really bad version of Pika's down tilt, or one of the like Rob's down tilt, you know, those type of down tilts, because it's not super safe on shield, it's not spammable, and it's not really big. Mewtwo's down tilt. It's somewhere between pretty good and busted, I'm not sure. I feel like it is a slightly better version of Ridley's down tilt, frame 6 -11, so it's way faster. It has so much more combo ability because there's more hit stun / the move ends faster. So most characters would get down tilt into aerial basically the entire time, way more than Ridley's. It does have a sour spot, which isn't super great, but at the same time that's hitting away and it's disjointed. Inkling's down tilt. I think it's usable. I don't think it's pretty good. I think there are many down tilts that are better than it. It's not really a combo move, but it does does 2-frame and it can kill at high percents. I guess it'll depend on, I'll put it at the lowest end of pretty good for now, and if I think that it gets outclassed by other down tilts, I'll put it here, because it's okay. Minus 13, so it's not super safe, it's not super big, but it does 2-frame. I think I'm gonna put it here. I think it's here. Sleeper pick, Game & Watch's down tilt is trash. Sorry, it's not trash, it's usable. It's strong as fuck. It is so strong. It's one of the strongest killing down tilts, if not the strongest killing down tilt in the game. It kills at like 90 at ledge for no reason, but it's pretty small. It is super unsafe, but it's just really good for specifically like covering an air dodge or a neutral get up or something like that, or a get up attack. It also sends at a bad angle, so it's strong, but it literally has like one use, but that one use is pretty good, but it's one use. A move that can be used well in neutral is automatically going to be better than this, and also, it doesn't have such an overwhelming strength to the point where I get to put it higher. I mean, it's the higher end of this, but let's go with a couple sorties. Ike's down tilt is busted. It's pretty safe as far as I'm aware. Well, it's minus 13. That's actually not very safe. Maybe it's more than pretty good. I didn't realize it was so unsafe, but it's very fast and combos into up air and back air. So most characters will be able to combo it into whatever they want because it has so much hit stun, and the DI doesn't really make that much of a difference. So yeah, it's disjointed, which makes it safer because you can't shield grab it, so you have to have like a long aerial. So yeah, it's pretty safe. It's safe relative to its size, so I'll put it in busted. But a better version of that down tilt is Incineroar's down tilt. It's more safe and a little slower. That move combos into whatever you want the entire time. The entire time. It combos from 0 until, what, 150? Something like that? Any character would want this down tilt, unless they're one of the characters that have a better down tilt. I think it's the best down tilt I've said so far. It also 2-frames, it's very fast, so it's spammable. It's also pretty good in neutral because of the reward you get, and even though it's not super safe, it's still decently big. So yeah, it's amazing. It's such a good down tilt. Let's go with another bad down tilt. It's Isabel's. It's the same as Villager's. I'm not gonna go over it more than that. Me Gunner's down tilt, I feel like, is a worse version of Samus's up tilt or down tilt. I'm pretty sure Gunner's is weaker and smaller and slower. It might be safer. Yeah, minus 19. Like, that's still very unsafe. So I really don't think this is a good down tilt at all. Like, there's nothing super good about this. It's a kill move, but it's worse than Samus's. Marth's down tilt is okay. The thing is, Marth's down tilt, in my opinion, is way worse than Lucina's. Actually, I'm gonna put it in usable. Listen, I hate Marth, okay? I think Marth sucks. And I'll get Lucina's out of the way. I think Lucina's is better because the problem is, a pretty unique problem. A lot of characters that have the tech chase type down tilts, you want the least amount of hit lag so that way your opponent can't react to, I can DI up and not get put into a tech chase situation, which is a lot of characters like Chrom, Roy. Like, you want to not have them react, Pika's, right? Like, you don't want them to react, DI up, and not get tech chased. Marth, because his tipper is the only one that puts into tumble situations, because down tilt, like non-tipper down tilt doesn't send it to tumble for a very long time, so you want tipper down tilt to send it to tumble, but because it's tipper, you have way more time to react and DI up, so it doesn't actually work, which is annoying. I feel like it's like just like the worst version of this type of down tilt. Maybe not the worst, but like one of the worst, because like Lucina's is just better because it's the same thing, but you don't have a tipper, so you're always going to have less time to react. Let's get Roy's and Chrom's out of the way. Roy and Chrom's down tilt are both broken. I think they're significantly better than both of their down tilts. I think they send it to tumble way earlier. They're also good for neutral. I think they're safer. Theirs aren't particularly safe as far as I'm aware. Like, down tilt is minus 9, minus 6. But compared to Chrom and Roy's, obviously tipper down tilt isn't super good for Roy, but it's also minus 3 or minus 7, and then Chrom's is just minus 5, which is crazy. That's so good. They put into tech chase super early. They're great for neutral. They're not necessarily combo down tilts. If you're a fast character, you want that. And if you're a slow character, sorry. Ice Climber's down tilt is usable. I think it is a better version of Jigglypuff and Robin's down tilt, so it's over here. It sends at a much better angle. I think it's decently strong. I think it also 2-frames. Nothing wrong with that. Low-key, Swordfighter down tilt's kind of broken. I could be wrong about that. I think it's fast as hell. It's actually an incredible down tilt as far as I'm aware. It's minus 6, frame 5. So again, to compare it to Chrom's is minus 5, frame 7. So frame 5 minus 6, still very good. It pops you just right up and just hits the opponent. It's a really fast, it's not a better version of Ike's down tilt, but it's like similar to Ike's down tilt. I think a lot of swordies have good down tilts, by the way. It's a solid move. It's a solid move that combos into a lot of things. It's basically like a Diddy down tilt. But actually, in my opinion, is better than Diddy down tilt, even though Diddy down tilt is still up here. Because it just combos into stuff for the same amount of time. The only reason Swordfighter's down tilt doesn't combo into more stuff is because Swordfighter sucks. If you put his down tilt on other characters, it would be just as good. It puts in a tumble earlier, which is DIable, but at the same time, characters will be able to get down tilt up air, down tilt forward air, down tilt up smash if they're fast and have a scooping up smash. Like down tilt up smash would absolutely work still as Diddy Kong as far as I'm aware. Maybe it sends too high percent, so maybe I'm being a little bit crazy, but I think it's really good. I think it's a good move. And then Diddy down tilt is obviously combos for forever. It's not super safe on shield. I think it's -8. It's really broken. Obviously, we know it's broken. Mario's down tilt, pretty good. It's a worse version of Incineroar's down tilt, Ike's down tilt, where it's just like, it pops up and you can combo off of it, but it's like minus on hit at 0. It's more niche because it doesn't have a ton of hit stun. It's gonna be harder to combo than a lot of the other down tilts, and it's not gonna put you into tech chases, and it does 2-frame, but like, it doesn't linger for super long, so Incineroar's is just better for that. Let's go with some slide down tilts. We've only had one real slide down tilt so far. Mega Man's is mediocre. It's probably the worst slide down tilt of all of them. It sends out, it 2-frames, but most of them 2-frame, if not all of them 2-frame, but you don't combo off of it, and it's pretty minus. Comparing that to Joker's, which combos and 2-frames and has Arsene that can kill, you know, comparing that to, who's another slide down tilt? I'm avoiding Min for now. Sephiroth's, which is a slightly worse version of Joker's down tilt, which 2-frames and does the same thing. Cloud's, same thing. I think Cloud's is a little better than Sephiroth's probably, because I think it has less lag overall, so you can combo off it better. Maybe that's just because Sephiroth has slow moves, so I'm not thinking about it correctly. Because there is some of that, by the way, which if I'm wrong, you know, you can always comment down below, and if you think I'm objectively wrong about something or frame data, because I'm not looking at the frame data of every character, but while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But by far, the best sliding down tilt is Min-Min's. This move's fucked up. Low profiles you way more than these three. It combos into smash attacks at low percent, it combos into aerials at high percent, it 2-frames, it's so good. It crosses up shield incredibly ambiguously, like it's really hard to tell. It slides under like everything, dude. Like Min-Min's down tilt is so ridiculous. Oh, the Belmonts? Yeah, the Belmonts is okay. They don't combo, they don't 2-frame, but obviously it's safer than the other ones because you can like do the second hit away. Pretty good move, but I don't think it's like anything special. Pac-Man's down tilt is also pretty trash. It's not that strong. It's not that safe. It's not that big. It's pretty bad. Also, to get it out of the way, Yoshi's down tilt is a worse version of like the Swordy down tilt, but still better than Marth's down tilt. But yeah, Yoshi's down tilt puts you into tech chases, but it's like, it's honestly so strong because Yoshi's pretty fast and Yoshi sometimes cannot get the tech chases, so you get low percent tech chases but not high percent tech chases, and high percent tech chases are way more favorable on the ground because they lead to kills, whereas Yoshi's leads to early percent combos, which is still good and pretty good, but it's not busted. Xerxes down tilt is very okay. It's like the worst version of like the pop-up down tilt for combos because it doesn't really combo into anything. It sends a little too far, it has a little too much lag for it to be used like that, but also it's not like Snake's, which is really good for spacing, strong, does a ton of damage, and is safe because Xerxes is not safe. Where Snake low profile is crazy, so most characters would want Snake's down tilt as just like a neutral tool, just like an I'm spacing. Even though it's -14, it's so big to the point where like unless you're up close, in which case you shouldn't be using down tilt, it's safe, right? Like it's kind of like Ike's in that regard, but Ike's is a combo move where Snake's is just a neutral tool. Meta Knight's is okay. I think Meta Knight's is really overrated. I think people think this move's like broken. It's not. I think that it sets up into tech chases at high percent, which is good, but it's small, it's unsafe, it's fast, which is good, but I feel like it's just like a really bad version of like these three down tilts. Well, Swordfighter's a little different. You know what down tilt's busted? Palu. It has one use, but that one use is so good to the point where it doesn't matter. Also, it does cover neutral get up, which is like useful. It's like the best 2-framing down tilt in the game by far, because it lingers for 9 ever. That's longer than 8 ever, which is longer than 7 ever, which is longer than 6 ever, which is longer than 5 ever, which is longer than 4 ever. It lingers for a ridiculous amount of time. It combos into literally anything. Most characters would want this down tilt. It's it's one of the freest 2-frame options in the entire game. You know what's a secretly broken down tilt? Luigi. This down tilt's incredible. It's -2. Why is it -2? I didn't realize it was that safe. You can just spam it. Any character. I mean, it's small, which is the only negative of it, but who gives a fuck? Like, it's so good to just run up like it's what the -2? That's insane. And it combos into dash attacks and combos into grabs. It would combo into a lot of things, and it sets into tech chases at lower percent, and it 2 frames and sends at a really awkward angle. It's good. It's such a good move. It's literally a better version, this is crazy to say, it's a better version of Ness's down tilt. Ness's down tilt is broken. It does like 8%, and you can just and like it has that weird 0 to death property of it where like you down tilt someone at the ledge and then you turn around. It's weird. I don't really know how it works. The move's broken. It's so fast. Chunks shields. It's not really reactable. Again, it's small, which is good, but it's frame 3 -3. Like, what? It just doesn't have hits done. Imagine, like, Chrom or Roy, someone with, like, a combo jab, just being like, dun, 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 like, jab. Like, down tilt, down tilt, down tilt, down tilt, jab. Like, that would be crazy. That'd be so good. Or, like, a fast smash attack, like a Diddy down smash or something. Like, what? It's so good. It's insane. Now, Link's, it's a pop-up down tilt, but it's a sword. Pretty good, but it doesn't have a ton of hits done. It's like a worse version of Swordfighters. Shulk's hits out, but it's huge, so it's pretty good at the very least, but it's not a combo tool, but it's huge. It's so big, and yeah, big move. Anyone would want big spacing move that's good, right? Like, you have to jump over it, and jumping is not great. Doc's is a better version of Mario's. I think Doc's down tilt's kind of fucked up. It's insanely good. It's minus on hit at 0, but starting at like 30, it's like down tilt, up smash, down tilt aerial, and at high percents it doesn't really send far at all, so you can still get down tilt up smash for some characters, or down tilt up air, down tilt forward air. Like, it's a really good move. It's just on dock, but even on dock it's pretty good because you get down tilt up air, down tilt back air, and down tilt up B and down tilt down B. But most characters will be able to do something like that. Like, that'd be crazy. Dedede's down tilt. I think Dedede's down tilt is overrated. People think this move's really good. I don't. I think it's kind of just people are bad and getting hit by it. It does 2 frame, which of course is good, and it kills. It's good to 2 frame, but again, it doesn't linger that long. It's not super big. Like, it's awkward to deal with for sure, but like, it's still not safe. It's just not big enough to be super useful because you have to time it pretty well because it's only a strong hitbox for 2 frames as opposed to like Palu's, which is fucking like 10. It's okay. Sonic's down tilt is Mario's down tilt. Basically the same thing. Sonic's is better at low percent, but Mario's is better at high percent, and I think it's more useful at high percent to have something like that. Both of them are worse than Little Mac down tilt, which is, honestly, Little Mac down tilt is a worse version of Doc's down tilt. Unless you have a character like Little Mac or Brawler or Mario or something like that, where you have just like a down tilt up B. I think that for the most part, Doc's is better, but Little Mac's is still incredible. Of course, at low percent, down tilt up tilt, down tilt forward tilt, like down tilt fair. Like, a lot of characters would have a ton of combos with Little Mac's down tilt, and it has trample. So if it trades, you would just do a second one. It's also fast as hell. It's frame like 3. Having trample's insane. What's trample? Trample is if 2 moves ping instead of like clashing, Little Mac's will go through, the opponent will be in the pinged lag or like the clash lag, and then you can just do a second one. If you do a ground move against Little Mac, and Little Mac does a ground move against you, like forward tilt, for example, it goes like ping, and then the second move hits you. DK's down tilt is kind of broken. Sets into tech chases, it trips, it's very minus on hit, and it's not safe on shield, and it's not disjointed. It's big, but it's not disjointed, which is an issue. I'm gonna put it in pretty good because it's not disjointed, but it is still an incredible down tilt. Lucario's down tilt is mediocre at best. It sometimes combos if you have like the very, very in hit, but it's not safe on shield. It's probably like the upper end of this, but I think it's okay. Peach's down tilt is broken. It's -8, which is pretty safe on shield considering the reward you get. It pops you up into the perfect spot. Peach doesn't have like kill aerials, so you don't really see Peaches at a high percent, but like a lot of characters would just be like down tilt up air, down tilt up B, down tilt forward air, down tilt back air. They have like good of those aerials, so that, yeah, it's broken. It's -8, it's pretty fast for the reward you get, and it has so much hits done. There's so much hits done, and the weak hit's pretty good. You know, probably the best down tilt, not the best down tilt in the game, because I know explicitly which one that is. Probably the second best down tilt in the game, maybe third at worst, Young Link. It is so stupidly good. It's -7, which is spot dodgeable unless you have a frame 6 grab. No, even if you have a frame 6 grab. So it's safe, it's disjointed because it's a sword, and it has 19 years of hits done. It is a combo move, it is a neutral tool, it is a kill confirm. I don't know if it 2 frames, so that could be the one negative of it. It looks like it would on bad 2 frames. Young Link's down tilt is so insane. It's It's such a stupid move. Also in busted is Steve, well, not that high. Steve's down tilt. So I said Palu's was like the freest two-framing move in the game. I lied, it's Steve's down tilt. The problem with Steve's down tilt, the only negative of it is it has a lot of lag and you can jump out of it. Like if it's hitting your shield, that's not actually +5, you can jump out between the hits or up smash if you have a fast enough up smash to get out of the hits. But Steve's down tilt is insane. It's a combo starter, a projectile, it 2 frames for free and just continually puts people at a terrible angle. Would I want this down tilt over Pika's down tilt? Maybe not, but also I think Pika's down tilt's broken. I'll just put it up here. Of course I think Pika's down tilt's broken. Also Pichu's down tilt is broken. But like, I think if you have just like a recovery that you're not like super mobile in the air, like you just get down tilted over and over again. I do that with Steve all the time. Obviously with Steve it's really good because you like down tilt, mine, down tilt, mine. But even other characters just like down tilt, wait, or like jump at you to threaten you, then they air dodge low, and then you down tilt their recovery. It's hard to ping with, some characters can, but it's not super frequent. It also does end up killing at like 160 or so. Pika and Pichu's down tilt are really good. I actually think Pichu's down tilt is overall, this is a hard choice. I don't know who's better out of Pika's and Pichu's, because they're both very different, right? Like Pika's is more in the Roy Chrom category of like, they're gonna tech chase you, but also it combos at low percent because you get down tilt into dash tag, you get down tilt into grab. Most characters would get those. Down tilt into forward tilt. It also trips at low percent, kind of like what DK's does, except it's not minus on hit, and also it's -4. Like, Pika's down tilt is -4. That's really safe. That's honestly that's annoyingly safe. Because if it was like a -7 or -8, like Young Links, you get a spot dodge. But no one even tries to challenge my down tilt out of shield, which is annoying. But it's, yeah, -4 is insane. It's really good in neutral. It obviously, Pichu's short, so it's small. And assuming you would just like transform like double from Skullgirls, that move is really good. It also then sets into tech chases at high percent, you get easy jab blocks. Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with this move. It doesn't 2-frame, but it's really good otherwise. And Pichu's down tilt is also -4, and it barely sends up. So at low percents, you get down tilt into another tilt, or down tilt into a fast nair, or something like that, or like an up B. And then at high percents, you still get like down tilt into aerials. The knockback growth is like non-existent for this move. It's a really good move. So it honestly just depends on what character you're playing, which down tilt you would prefer, right? Like if you have a character that's really fast and wants tech chases, you would prefer Pika's down tilt. But if you have like really good like looping moves like Pichu does, then you would maybe want Pichu's down tilt. Also, like down tilt into like easy spikes as possible, into back airs and forward airs. Like, characters like Roy and Chrom would get down tilt forward smash, like so like it's the really good moves. They're both incredible moves. Bowser down tilt is like the least good usable down tilt in the game. It 2 frames, it's strong, but like it's so not good in neutral. On Bowser's kit, it's not good because you would also rather 2-frame with either Flame Breath or forward tilt, but I guess on other characters you'd want to 2-frame with this. But at the same time, almost every fucking down tilt 2 frames. So like, why would you want to use this one? Like, it's strong, but it's not even that strong. You can actually drop out of the down tilt, so it's okay. It's okay. Sheik's down tilt is a better version of Mario's down tilt, and it's like kind of like Peach's down tilt. It's faster, but I think it's less safe. So it's just a worse version of Peach's down tilt. But if it hits, it's great for comboing. It can 2-frame. Whereas Peach's I don't think can 2-frame, or if it does 2-frame, it's the weak spot. Whereas Sheik's is like the tipper. It has a tipper and an out mechanic, so it's a little different. It's a little hard to use, but I think the move's really good. But -16, I'm probably gonna put it here, but also like none of those down. Some down tilts aren't really that safe. Sheik's down tilt's really good. I think it's really, really strong. Hero's down tilt is okay. It's like a bad version of these because it doesn't have that much hit stun. Also, it's not that big and it's not that fast. So it's like a slower version of these that doesn't have enough hit stun to combo, and it's not that big. Mii Brawler's down tilt is pretty good. It has a lot of hit stun, so a lot of characters can do like down tilt up air, down tilt back air, like that. A lot of characters will be able to do that. It sends it at a similar angle to like Roy Chrom jab, except a little farther. But it has a ton of hit stun. Like for no reason, it has so much hit stun. I don't know why it has so much hit stun. It's not super good in neutral. It's mostly like a tech chase, like you're comboing off of it, which is why it's good for Brawler. But I think if your character doesn't have Brawler Nair or Link Nair or something like that, it becomes way less good. It's good. It's a good combo move, but I think it's not as useful as other ones. Let's go to some Spacies. Wolf's down tilt is okay. It is mediocre. It 2-frames, but it's not like strong enough that it's annoying, and it doesn't send you at a bad enough angle that it's too annoying, like Banjo's. It also is like not good on stage in my opinion. I think it's like a little too laggy to like be able to tech chase a lot. Falco's down tilt is okay. It's a kill move. It's a good kill move. It's strong, and I don't know how safe it is actually. Yeah, it's -9. It's okay. I think the best of the 3 Spacies down tilt by far is Fox's. Fox's is a combo move, and it's disjointed. And obviously Fox can combo off everything, but even not that, It's a great combo move, man. Like, God, I hate Fox is broken. If there's one thing that my tier lists can fucking show you, is that Fox mains are delusional, think their character is bad, and they should all be quiet forever. Because they're so dumb, because Fox is fucking broken. All of his moves are really good, but his recovery, shut the fuck up. Ryu's and Ken's down tilt are absolutely absurd. They're frame 2 -5, but also they're special cancelable, and assuming you can't special cancel them, they're still -5 frame 2 if they hit. Like, you just hit them, you hit shield, and then you just cry. Corrin's down tilt is a better version of Ike's down tilt. It is safer. It's not as safe, but it's so much better for comboing that it doesn't even matter. Also, it's faster by 2 or 3 frames, which is a big deal. It's one of the best combo down tilts in the game, if not the best combo down tilt in the, well, second or third best combo down tilt in the game. But this one's used in like neutral. It's also huge. The Corrin sword is like annoyingly big in those situations. A top 3 down tilt in the game. I don't know if it's second or third. Kirby. Kirby's down tilt is not okay. It trips, it combos into stuff, it gets you so ridiculously low. There's no flaw of Kirby's down tilt. It's disjointed, it's fast, it's safe on shield, and even if it's not frame data wise super safe on shield, it's -9. So unless you have a really low grab, you're not punishing this. It's also frame 4. Again, it trips, and it doesn't send anywhere, so you can combo it into forward smashes. And it also jab locks. It's like, there's nothing wrong with this down tilt. It's so good. It is so good. Speaking of so good, Wario's down tilt. I think Wario's down tilt is a better version of Diddy's down tilt. Both of them are technically unsafe on shield as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong before I look at it. It's -7, wow, that's really good. So it's safer than Diddy's and also better for comboing. Granted, Diddy's has more hits done and eventually puts you into tumble. But I think Wario's down tilt is overall better than Diddy's down tilt because like most characters have a good dash attack or like a dash grab or something that's like a fast move in front of you. Whereas like Diddy's, I feel like to combo relies on speed or an incredibly big forward air. They're comparable, but I think they're both broken. I think they're so good. Like his is a mix up into grab, it also combos into grab because Wario is like not particularly fast. Granted, his dash is very good. It's just good. It's just really good. Wow. Sora's down tilt is good. It's like Link's, but maybe a little better. It's good. Zelda's down tilt, kind of shit. It's like fast and in 2 frames, but at the same time, I feel like it's like so low hit stun that unless you have an instant dash attack, like frame 5 or 7 dash attack, you're not gonna really combo into it. I don't think maybe it's trash, but I don't think it's a good move. It used to be so, dude, Brawl down tilt was so cool. I'm sad they got rid of that move. I think it's really bad. It's also, yeah, it's tiny, Henry, like for sure. Terry's down tilt. I think even including special cancels, Terry's down tilt is worse. Gotcha, than the show does. It's better for comboing, but it's not frame 2. But if you ignore special cancels, Terry's is much better because it's actually a combo move that you don't need to cancel with special moves. So you can just do like down tilt jab, down tilt fair, down tilt, down tilt up air for a lot of characters. It also combos into itself, so you have a lot of time to hit confirm. There's a ton of hits done, but it's -6 on shield, which means that you can't do down tilt on shield because it's -6 frame 6, I think. Yeah, -6 frame 6, so if you gotta be careful because you are actually able to be out of shielded, whereas on Ryu and Ken, you can like do down tilt shield really quick. It says -9, but also like you have to guess, as opposed to Terry, which is just like you see the down tilt and then you hit him for it. Bayonetta is a good combo down tilt. It is probably the bot. It's like almost identical to Fox's, except it's not disjointed. Like it's very similar to Fox's. They're basically the same down tilt and they're both really, really good. Pit's down tilt is broken. I think Pit's down tilt is like insane. I think it's like one of the best of the combo down tilts. I think it's like better than Doc's. It's plus on hit at 0, and it's really good for comboing later. It's just a good move. Down tilt up air, down tilt forward air, down tilt into like nair, down tilt grab at low percent maybe. I don't know. It's good. For Kazuya, I'm only going to count literally down tilt. The backhand is pretty good for Kazuya, but it's not like great. I think it's like pretty good because it would combo into like up smashes and it puts into tech chases at high percent. It's too slow to be super good, but when it hits, it's really good. But I think it's really hard to get that hit. Kazuya's a little hard to say because I don't want to count his down tilt and his down back tilt and his down forward tilt and his crouching back down tilt and his crouching down tilt and his crouching down forward tilt. So I'm just counting like the back fist. If you're talking about crouch jab, that shit's the best down tilt in the game, but we're not. We're just doing the spinny down tilt with like, you can cancel it with shield. Plant's down tilt is okay. It is a bad version of Mii Brawler's down tilt. It's like this, it's similar to Lucaria's. It's probably better than Lucaria's, but it's okay. It's It's better for comboing than Zero Suits, but it's not by much. Lucas down tilt's weird. I don't actually know if what Lucas does out of down tilt is actually true, but also that's because Lucas has really fast tilts with, you know, down tilts being frame 3 -6, that's crazy. Also like forward tilts -7, jabs frame 2. So I don't know if other characters get as much use out of Lucas's down tilt as Lucas does. But also at high percent, down tilt grab would be true on most characters, down tilt up smash would be true on most characters, down tilt up tilt, like Snake going like down tilt, like that's insane. Down tilt F tilt would be true for most characters. Like there's enough hits done at high percent that's really good. At mid percent it's okay, but at high percent it's so good to the point where it's here. Also moving Ken and Ryu down because I think having them having special canceling is cheating. Bowser Jr., this down tilt sucks. It 2 frames and I guess it kills kind of, but not really. So it's just a bad version of Samus's esque down tilt, and Byleth down tilt. It's big as fuck, and it's a combo move, and it combos for a long time, and there's a lot of hits done on it. I think it's maybe not this good. I think maybe it's closer to like here, if you don't have giant Byleth up air, but it's very good. If you want to put it at the top of pretty good, that's fine. Falcon. Falcon's down tilt is mad strong for no reason. I hate this character. I hate Captain Falcon. Like, not because I don't think he's cool, because I actually think he's the coolest in this game than he's literally ever been, but his moves are broken. His moves are all so good. Why does it 2-frame and send it the terrible limp noodle angle, but also kill you at 100? Like, it's good for a tech chase, because it just... It kills so early. It hits people for hanging ledge, it hits people for doing their second regrab, and it kills at like 100. Maybe it's just called a light character. But like, it also sends at bad angles. It was so good. Duck Hunt down tilt is like the worst version of a tech chase down tilt in the game. So it's not good. I don't think it's trash, because I think it has uses. Rosa down tilt, pretty good. It's good in neutral, but I think it's like a worse Snake down tilt in neutral. It's probably better for 2-framing, and again, Luma makes it kind of awkward to rank, but like just Rosa down tilt's like, okay, it sets into tech chases, but it's not like fast enough for other characters to get as much use out of it as like Roy Chrom. Ganon's down tilt is okay. It's honestly like the second, third worst move on his kit behind neutral B and up tilt. It's like his worst actual move, in my opinion. It's strong. Down tilt's not even that safe. It does 2-frame and it's so strong. So it's stronger than Samus's down tilt, but it doesn't 2-frame, and it's not as big. Wii Fit's down tilt is okay. It's really awkward, it's slow, but God, it's so strong. It's such a strong down tilt. But again, we're not considering deep breathing because this is in a vacuum. So without deep breathing, it's not that strong. Greninja's down tilt, really good combo down tilt, but it's not as good as some other combo down tilts, so it's in pretty good. I think it is fast, but it's not safe on shield, obviously. It's not good at low percent. It doesn't have enough hits done at low percent, or maybe it's just because Greninja's other moves aren't fast enough. I don't know who at the like high percent type of thing wants this one over like Sora's or Ike's or Corrin's. So like, I feel like it's just outshined and outclassed by some other up down tilts. Toon Link's down tilt is bad. It's a sword, but it's like a worse Ice Climber's down tilt, I think. I think it's just not good. Sends at a weird angle, doesn't really combo, doesn't really 2-frame, not very lingering. It's a sword, but like it's like it's like it's not good. They just were like, what if we give Toon Link a bunch of different angles than Link and Young Link? And they're like, cool. Are they still gonna be good? And then the people laughed at them for 6 hours and were like, no, every one of his moves sends at a weird angle. Don't worry about it. Olimar down tilt, low-key kind of broken. Down tilt combos into so many things. It would be, it's a lingering move that's like, it inches you forward, it's really awkward. It 2-frames really well, like annoyingly well. Also, it lingers for forever, so it can actually be -11. It combos into forward air, you know, forward air, up smash, it's a combo down tilt, right? So now we're gonna do Pokemon Trainer and Pyramid. I'm keeping the best one for last, because why not? Pyra's down tilt is very good. It's -9. It's huge. It combos into everything. It 2-frames. It's a combo down tilt that's big and safe relatively, and 2-frames and kills. Well, it doesn't kill. It leads into kills. Mithra down tilt is faster, obviously. It's frame 5, but it's -11 or -10, and it doesn't have a lot of shield pushback, so it is It is way more punishable. I still think it's broken because it's a really good combo move. Pokemon Trainer, Squirtle's down tilt is good, pretty good at 2-frames, and it sends out. Ivysaur's down tilt is disjointed and puts into tech chases, but it's not as good as Roy's and Chrom's, so it's pretty good. And then Charizard's down tilt is probably the worst of the 3, but it's still pretty good. It's big and kills and his down tilt's so funny. And by far the best down tilt in the game, I don't think it's close, is Rob. Rob's down tilt is frame 3, -5, so it's one of the safest down tilts in the game. It's like the 5th safest down tilt in the game under Pika's, Pichu's, Luigi's, and like one other one. It combos into itself, it combos into grab, it chains across the stage. Imagine if a faster character did that, they would have down tilt up smash. Rob sometimes gets down tilt up smash if you do the frame perfect pivot cancel, which by the way, Rob players are all fucking lazy except for Lucretio, and that one from Japan, like Iopo, crazy. It also trips, is super safe on shield if a Rob player had a single brain cell. I'm insulting Rob players a lot. If Rob players were smarter, they would just go down tilt shield if they didn't get the confirm. Who's punishing that? Game & Watch, Mario, Brawler, whatever. Like, that's it. So, like, characters with broken out of shield options. -5 is crazy. Like, you can just down tilt on shield and most characters still can't punish it because people try to shield grab everything. But I think Rob's down tilt is absolutely insane. It combos into dash attack, it combos into grab, it combos into itself, which combos into itself, which combos into itself, which combos into itself, which combos into grab. It's f***ed up. Moves crazy.
Pikachu busted.